Hi everyone, I'm Angel and I'm here to show you how to properly measure yourself. If you can't properly measure yourself, we ask that you go to a local tailor shop or an alteration shop where they will professionally measure you. Here I have our standard dress forms. Now you can find these in most manufacturing companies. This is what we use as our mannequins, our models, to try on and make sure that we have everything correct from the torso down to make sure. A lot of people are usually the same. Maybe they might be off if you're really tall. So you know, it's always best to get proper measurements. This is actually a standard size small. This is what we go by. This is a size 4, and as you can see, this is the proper size small. Now, the one over here is a size 8, and that's a standard medium. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn around so you get an idea of the standard sizes. Now this has become an issue everywhere because a lot of designers don't do bodysuits. They'll do everything else, and they've done it for years, and they have patterns for those, but they don't have them for bodysuits. So what a lot of people don't understand is it's really hard to fit an entire body into a bodysuit. If it's off an inch down at the pelvic area, the whole bodysuit will be off. If it's off over here an inch, the whole bodysuit will be thrown off. It's not like pants or leggings or a shirt where you can easily finagle it. You can't do that with bodysuits. And we here understand that. So we want to make sure that we get your order right. A lot of our sizes are custom. A lot of girls call in and they'll ask what size they are. They're not sure. We do have a sizing chart on the website, and you can take a look at that when you get a chance and see that the actual standard sizes may be a lot smaller than you think. For example, I'm usually an extra small, and I've been to a lot of stores and I'm usually, you know, a small, but I fit into a medium before and I fit into a large. So not all materials are the same. We don't carry a lot of spandex here, and if we do carry any materials with spandex, it's maybe about 8%. So please understand that a lot of our sizes are true to size and all of our materials are cut a certain way. Now, this is another issue we've had. We've had some girls call in and they'll say, hey, I went to get measured and my hip area is a 42. Now, a 42 usually falls under a size large. And what happens is sometimes they'll say, can you tell them that I'm a size 40? Now that's a serious issue, because what happens is when we cut our material, we don't cut it to someone that would fit a size 42, for example. We would cut it a lot smaller, so when you stretch it out, it would fit someone who's a size 42. So if you call and say, tell them I'm really a size 40, we'll cut it a few inches smaller than a 40, perhaps a 37, so when it stretches out, it fits someone who's a 40. So what happens? You get it, and it's gonna be too small because you gave us the wrong measurements. You should have said 42. And people think that we cut it to a 42. We do not. We'll stretch the material out as far as it can go, and that will determine how the size would work with the material. So let us do our job, and we'll do that exactly according to your measurements. So we ask that you please learn to get your measurements, get them into us, and you will be fine. There'll be no issues with that. Hey guys, this is Gina. So we're going to demonstrate how to properly measure yourself, or hopefully you'll go to your local tailor shop or your alterations place and they can do it for you. Okay, so we're going to start with the bust. And this is normally your bra size, or you know, your cup size that you would normally get from any store. So as you can see, it's your widest area for the bust. And then we'll do the waist. And that's usually around your belly button. Okay. And then we do the hips. And the hips is your widest area of your behind. And we'll show you that. Okay. And that's where the hips are. So now I'm going to show you guys a shoulder to wrist. This is very important for sleeves. So this is the top of your shoulder down to your wrist. Okay. And finally, let's do thigh circumference, your calves, and the inseam. So go ahead and spread it. Okay, thank you. All right, so you can hold it for me, Gina. Okay. So that's your inseam. That's the inside of your crotch area down to your ankle. And for Gina, we have about 27. Okay, that's your inseam. Don't confuse that with the outseam, which starts from here down. And then another issue that we may have with leggings, a lot of girls have calves thighs, you know, so that can take room from the material and make it rise. So, you know, that's very important to get to. If you can get that as well, that would be great. And so your thigh circumference would be about the mid area, okay? And then your calf would be about right here. Anything else you can explain to them, Gina, as far as measurements? We always have it?
The shoulder to the
Right.
crotch.
Okay, I'll have you do that.
You can start from your shoulder, and then you bring it all the way down to your crotch in the middle. Or you can start with your neck bone, which is right here, and then you measure all the way down.
This is very important for your torso. As you sit, you know, you stand, you want to make sure that there's enough room and that it's not tight and you can get into it. So that's very important, is your torso. So like she said, it can go down from the collarbone down to your crotch area, or from the shoulder diagonally down to the crotch. And that's how you would get your torso.